So just inviting you just to relax and settle into your seat. Becoming aware of that breath as we do any shifting to make ourselves comfortable. Breathing in through our nose and out, however is most comfortable, just noticing that tension in your body falling away. I'm still keeping my eyes open right now, but you can do whatever is most comfortable. We're just becoming acclimated with our breath. So now, whether your eyes are open, as we breathe in, we're going to just look up towards the ceiling or towards the sky, about a 45-degree angle, and then we're going to hold the breath in. So let's go ahead and do that now. We'll breathe in through the nose without moving our head, allowing our eyes just to look up towards the ceiling and hold there for a moment. Eyes open or closed, either one is fine. And then as you fully exhale, just allow your eyes to go back into that resting position. We'll take another deep breath in through our nose, allowing the eyes to roll up. Holding. Noticing any sensations in the body. So it feel like when we hold our breath. And then just a nice full exhale. An audible sigh is helpful. Letting it all out, noticing how the body relaxes. And then a third and final deep breath in through the nose. Allowing our eyes to look back towards the ceiling or sky. Just holding. Noticing the sensation of the blood coursing through the body, bringing that cleansing breath throughout. Then on this one, as you exhale and then let your eyes go back to resting position, you can allow your eyelids to gently close as well. Your eyes don't have to close if you prefer not. So now, just having activated that alpha stage of our brain waves, we're just going to continue to pay attention to our breath. Picturing, a cleansing white light entering our body through our nose as our breath. Noticing that breath goes to every single cell and tissue in our body. And as we exhale, just allowing the idea of the breath to be pulling out with it any tension that is stored up in our bodies. Breathing in through the nose, refreshing and rejuvenating the cells. And each breath out, just taking our bodies more and more into a deeply relaxed state of being. Just doing a quick observation, where in our bodies may we still be holding on to tension? If there's anywhere right now that's calling for your awareness, just envision as if your breath can go right to that spot. That breath just goes to that target and just spreads out over that surface or around that joint or whatever that area of discomfort is. Just bringing a healing balm to that area. Knowing with each breath that we observe going to that spot, that it just brings more relief, brings care, compassion to that part of our body. And if it feels like it's a tension or a stress that's been causing that discomfort. We can ask that spot. We can ask it, what is it storing up? Is there anything that needs to come to our attention? If there is, we can just observe it without having to fix it or deal with it right now. Just give it acknowledgement that we are part of it, that we're feeling it, that we can just witness it and let it know that if it still needs attention later, we can take care of it then. But for now, we're just going to allow that tension to fall away. And again, we can just draw more energy and visualization of a healing, nurturing of that area. And maybe as that place starts to release a little bit of that tension, something else calls for our awareness. So we just acknowledge that as we release the tension in one spot, that our body seems to lighten up all over. Still keeping our attention on that in breath, noticing from the very moment that it enters through the nose, tracking it to the different places in our body that call for it. Even literally tracking it through the lungs, into the bloodstream, through the heart, into whatever places call for it. What an amazing system this body is that gives us these signals that lets us know where we may be holding up leftover energy or stored emotions. So knowing that our bodies just continue to relax more deeply as we just sit and be aware with our thoughts. We invite you to open up to an image of many years from now, as we start to near the later days of our journey, of our experience here on Earth. What is the one thing that you hope to be able to look back at over your life? Hope that you have created. It's an idea that you would enjoy knowing you experienced in your life. Maybe it's a state of being. Maybe it's a particular experience. Maybe it's an experience with another person or with family. What do you think you will find to be a worthwhile matter of importance? looking far, projecting into the future and imagining what that can be, can help us set that intention, what it is that we wish to create in our lives, what's going to matter most. And once we have an idea of what that is, we can start to intentionally create that as our reality now. So as we continue to go more deeply within, feeling into our inner awareness, we can start to create this idea from a intentional perspective. Imagining ourselves waking up in the morning, or whenever it is that you awaken out of bed. Imagining this before we allow ourselves to step our feet out. I invite you just to imagine in your mind's eye as if you're waking up and setting that intention for the day to come. Knowing that today you are already going to be coming from that place, as if you've created that end goal. Reminding yourselves that your actions coming up for the day ahead will be in alignment to move you more in that direction, for having that as a reality. It doesn't take long. As we've set that reminder, the more often we can set that intention for each segment of the day, the more we create that state around us. So what comes next? Is it a shower? Is it breakfast? How can you move into that next phase of the day with a reminder of that intention? Perhaps the next phase of the day requires a drive somewhere. Just reminding ourselves that we are creating that reality with every choice that we make, every step along the way. So much of our lives are lived by default. But as we start to draw our intention more to what it is that we wish to experience, we start to create a new default, a normal way of being that naturally leads us into that direction. That reminds us when we have different decisions to make throughout the day, to go within and point ourselves in that direction. And we can start to expand our awareness to larger segments of time. What can we do throughout the rest of this week that helps create more of that experience in our life, or that quality, or that state of being? What is it that we're choosing to create? Maybe there's something that we wouldn't have thought of without doing this exercise from time to time. What is one thing this week that I can do? And pick a time and a day that we can do this. And then looking ahead to the month. What is one thing that we can do this month that might take a little bit more planning, that we can do before the last day of the month? Just knowing that as we bring more of our awareness to this idea, that we start to create by intentional design, turning our entire life into our creation. And drawing ourselves, continuing with this imagination, just allowing your awareness to settle into your heart space. Breathing into the center of our chest. I encourage you just to open up to that feeling of knowing that this idea that you had is already manifested, that this is later on in your life, further down the road. What does that feel like to have created that through intention, through your choices? Does it bring a smile across your face? What does this look like? What different ways does it show up? What other sensations can you bring into it, knowing that this is already done? Bringing a feeling of completion, feeling of peace, calm, contentment. Just allow that feeling to expand with each breath that you take. And then in the idea of bringing more of this peace and harmony to the planet and to those around us, if you're in alignment, I invite you just to allow an image of that feeling. What does that look like? Maybe it's that same golden white light. Just allow an image of knowing that as you have that feeling within you, that it comes from a deeper place, that it is unlimited. So you can send that feeling out to those around you, wishing that same experience for all those, for everyone on this planet. Knowing that as people receive their same accomplishments or their same achievement of their ideal way of being, that people let go of the need to carry the animosities or negative feelings. So by sending this energy out, visualizing that somehow, some way in this collective consciousness, that intention reaches all those in that deeper way, in that deeper place. That light flowing from you connects with that spark within each and every person, all those seeking to experience and express more peace and harmony and contentment, and even connecting with those who are caught up in their darkness right now, still knowing that same spark of life exists within each. Connecting with those that part of them is reaching out, looking for that light. Through our intention, that light to take those paths. So with this, an image of an overall relief on this planet, a knowingness that all is well, and allowing that image to just return back to you, creating this infinite loop, swirling through you, through the planet, through the infinite, where it draws upon that unlimited pool of consciousness, of life, always wishing to express in higher and better ways. And the more that we are able to let it flow to others, the more that it flows through us, never depleting, always building as we allow it to do that, in alignment with everyone, with their highest soul purpose. And knowing that we have that back within us. We can allow that to constantly be flowing through our awareness, even long after this meditation. Just through that intention, knowing that we hold this vibration of joy, light, contentment, that love with a capital L, that deeper expression of life. So with that, I invite you to offer yourself an imaginary bow in your head, and thanks and gratitude for taking this time for yourself, for those around you, for those that will never even know. Please accept my thanks and gratitude for taking this time. Every intentional action within the consciousness of all that is, bringing us to that new place, a new way of being. So we'll draw our attention back into our body, back into the space around us, knowing that as we come out of this, that we are refreshed with the exact perfect energy that we need for this time of day. Whether it's time to fall asleep and sleep peacefully, or whether we're just starting off the day, feeling refreshed and ready wherever it is that we are, bringing that reminder of this intention of what it is that we are going to remember throughout our days and weeks and months, to draw that experience to us. So as you're ready, through any shifting, allow yourself to come back into this space. Allow your eyes to gently open as you're ready if they were closed. And just be well. Namaste, and thank you.